Perfect. Yesterday, UAEM, UAEM. Well, University IT checked the internet, so we should have no problems at all with the internet connection because they change password and things like that. So now it has improved a little bit. Yeah, it has become better. Yay, finally. Hopefully, más bien, hopefully. So we're gonna continue with yesterday's activity or yesterday grammar. Remember that we check present perfect. We were explaining a little bit about past simple. There is a main difference between present perfect and past perfect. The main difference is that one hasn't finished, so it still continue. Yeah, it still continue. For example, do you remember these people's children celebrities? For example, she has been a TV personality and she continues till now. She hasn't finished, right? For example, Prince Harry, he is still the prince. So he has done a lot of charity like her mom did in the past. That's the main difference between past simple and present perfect. Unfinished action or actions that still continue. Whereas the past simple, it's over, it's completed. No, for example, John Lennon wrote many songs. She became a solo artist. Yeah, he was killed by Yoko Ono. We don't know, maybe, probably yes, most likely. So that's the main difference between this and also the time expression. The time expression, for example, when we say something in past, normally we mention it yesterday, last year, in 1988, sorry, 1988, 2 days ago, last weekend. We have these time expressions. And other expressions in present perfect, it could be like for or since, no? For 2 hours, for 6 weeks, for 10 years, for a long time, no? I've learned English or I've learned French for 10 years. Huh? I've made, no, I can say she's been a star since 2010. She's been a star since 2010. No? If I want to give you an example for since and or for the preposition, there are more prepositions. Okay, so now that we have explained a little bit about present perfect, can you do this classification? This you have to choose one preposition, either if it's for or since. No, for example, here, half an hour, for a half an hour. Yeah, we can't say since. Yep. Do the rest, please. Since and for. All of those expressions are for present perfect. Do the rest. If you finish this part, exercise number 1, number 2, it says match the lines A and B and then match them in a sentence. There is more than one possible. Yeah. For example, I've known John since 2015, and then I can match with it. We met at university. Yeah, I can match like this. There are several possibilities. As long as they make sense, it could be correct. Okay, So if you finish activity number 1, go to the next activity. I'll be back.
Profe,
Yes, I'm here back. Tell me.
puede ser when I was 14, igual que since I was 14, ¿es lo mismo? Es que llega un poco después y medio, no que escuché bien.
If we talk about past simple, yes. When I was 14, I studied at high school, or yeah, at secondary school, sorry. But here the purpose is that you use for or since. Since I was 14. All right, so let's move on. So 2001, sorry, or 2001, it is for or since?
Since.
Yes, correct, since. Ya dijimos since I was 14. Number 4.
Four.
10 o'clock.
Since.
Since 10 o'clock.
Four.
Months, correct. October. Since October. Last Tuesday.
Since.
Teacher? Since. And finally, 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. Don't forget, for half an hour, when we mention a time, a specific time, since, when we mention years, or expression like similar to when I was, since I was, a long time, for exact time, since. Yeah, it's not the same here, period of time and exact time. Yeah, months, it has to be for if you mention the word months, but if you mention specifically the month like October, June, May, December, tiene que ser since. Y the same happens with specific days, no? Tuesday, Monday, etc. No? And for same weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks. Huh? All right. So focus on this. Match one sentence A, B, and C. There are several possibilities as long as they make sense. Three minutes and I'll play it listen. Listen and check.
6.4. For or since? 1,
I've known John for many years. We met at university.
2,
I last went to the cinema a month ago. The film was really boring.
3,
I've had this watch since I was a child. My granddad gave it to me.
4,
I lived in New York from 2017 to 2019. I had a great time there.
5,
I've lived in this house since 2015. It's got a beautiful garden.
6,
We last had a holiday 2 years ago. We went to Spain.
7,
I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been up to?
8,
We haven't had a break for over an hour. I really need a coffee.
6.4. For or since? 1,
I've known John for many years. We met at university.
2,
I last went to the cinema a month ago. The film was really boring.
3,
I've had this watch since I was a child. My granddad gave it to me.
4,
I lived in New York from 2017 to 2019. I had a great time there.
5,
I've lived in this house since 2015. It's got a beautiful garden.
6,
We last had a holiday 2 years ago. We went to Spain.
7,
I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been up to?
8,
We haven't had a break for over an hour. I really need a coffee.
All right, so remember there are more alternatives to it, but these are suggested. Yeah, as I said, I've known John since 2015. O I've known John for ages también, for many years también puede ser. But it has to be, we met at university. We met at university. Okay, here we are going to complete the interview, another listening, practicing. What tense is it used for in each questions? Questions, where do you live, Vicky, how long? So why, move here, and answers in a flat. You have to decide which tense, present simple, present perfect, past simple, maybe present continuous. Huh? So try to make the question. For example, the first one, it's already done for you. It talks about information about you, so it has to be present continuous. Where do you live? With the question, how long? Normally, it is in present perfect. So again, the auxiliary for past simple is did in order to make question. And the auxiliary for present perfect it is have or has. In this case, because we talk about directly like an interview, have or has. Have you lost the verb in ing, obviously? But you already know past participle, not ing, past participle. So you need to write a verb as well. And the possible answer with the preposition here, the second one is a preposition. Preposition puede ser since o puede ser for. Puede ser in también. More minutes and I played it.
6.5. Questions and answers.
Where do you live, Vicky?
In a flat near the town centre. It's nice because it's got a balcony.
How long have you lived there?
For 3 years. But it feels like I've been there longer.
So, why did you move there?
Because I wanted to walk to work. I hated the commute from my last place.
And what do you do?
I work for a pharmaceutical firm. I'm in the marketing department.
Ah. How long have you worked there?
Since 2015. It's a really good company to work for.
So, what did you do before that?
I was a student in Edinburgh. I studied chemistry and biology.
Six 6.5. Questions and answers.
Where do you live, Vicky?
In a flat near the town centre. It's nice because it's got a balcony.
How long have you lived there?
For 3 years. But it feels like I've been there longer.
So, why did you move there?
Because I wanted to walk to work. I hated the commute from my last place.
And what do you do?
I work for a pharmaceutical firm. I'm in the marketing department.
Ah. How long have you worked there?
Since 2015. It's a really good company to work for.
So, what did you do before that?
I was a student in Edinburgh. I studied chemistry and biology.
Yeah, so mainly it was present perfect and past simple, right? This is when we ask questions about you. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, ready. The answers. So where do you live? Yes, in present simple, of course. How long have you lived? There for 3 years. Why did you move there? Present simple, what do you do? How long have you worked there? Since 2015. Since 2015. So what did you do before that? Okay. What did you do before that? Present simple, present perfect, or past simple. Okay, guys, before we move on and we go to the next page, we're going to play a game. It is in Quizzy. Have you ever played a game in Quizzy? No? Yeah, one of them. Yep. So I'm going to share a link for you in order to, it's about past participle. It's about past participle. So are you ready? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll share the link in a moment. While it's loading. With the sheet. That's the name of the page. You have to enter a code and share a file, copy. Just give me a second. I'll share the link on Classroom, sorry, on the group, in the group, WhatsApp group. Or you can go to quizzy.com and enter the code. Talk to you. can play on your phone or that's the code. And that's the website. It's up to you how to have. Either you do it manually. So I have 3 students so far. So I'm just waiting for the others. We are 10 in total.
Teacher, no me puedo conectar.
Okay. On your phone también puedes. Your phone. Two more and we play. More and we play because I don't know if the others are here. Some people are missing. Carolina, Anna, Carlos. Anna Carlos is already there.
Teacher, ¿y cómo entro?
Ya sea del link que te mandé directo en WhatsApp o pones el código, vas a la página de QuizCC.
Ah, ok.
Es como el Kahoot, ¿no, profe?
It's like Kahoot. Two more, eh? 1 more minute. Guys. Okay, so we start. Yeah, I said 8 people. Okay, 9 people. 1 more is missing. But, well, we're about speaking.
Profe, no había visto que le tenía que poner en enviar y creo que no contesté ninguna, entonces.
Yeah, probably that happened. Probablemente.
¿Qué? ¿Se tenían que enviar? Yo solo la seleccionaba.
Ajá, yo solo seleccionaba respuestas, pero creo que le tenía que poner en enviar.
Ah, es que bueno, yo estoy en el cel igual, tampoco me sale la opción. Algo mal.
Okay, the last question.
Sí, igual al principio se me olvidaba darle enviar.
Okay.
Sí, teacher, no sabía cómo funcionaba también.
No envié ninguna entonces.
Exactly. So the winners, Roxana, yeah. Currently Roxana y Carolina. Vale. No more questions, wait. It's a good practice for irregular verbs, sobre todo. Practice for irregular verbs. Vale, thank you very much.
Teacher, la última cuál era, creo que esa la tiene, pero no me la sabía.
Throne.
What is?
Aventar. Throne, yes. So, perfect, guys, thank you. Yeah, por ahí alguien se los olvidó. Tenían que enviar. Yeah.
Estaba en el cel, profe, no aparecía como tal opción de enviar.
Yo seleccionaba el pasado, teacher. Yo me confundí.
Past participle. Estamos hablando de past participle present perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why. Okay. So that's all for today. We're gonna continue until Tuesday. Vamos a continuar el Tuesday. Vamos a practicar present perfect. But your homework is going to learn past participle. Los tres. Infinitive, past simple, and past participle. At the back of your book, there is the list. If not, you can choose another list. Any list, then you decide. But we have to learn the most of the verbs. ¿Vale? Eso va a ser su homework del fin de semana. Nos vemos hasta el Tuesday. Have a long weekend. Have a long holiday. Enjoy. See you later.
Sí,
Thank you.